Good morning to all of you once again. In our previous video class, in types of operating system, we covered multi-program operating system, which processes many programs at a time and increase the CPU utilization. Next is today we are going from here time sharing OS, right? And all these operating systems are categorized on the basis of the task they perform. Right? So here time sharing operating system. So what is time sharing operating system? An operating system which shares the time amongst the users. Right? What happened? I'm giving you one example of like on internet. There are many users connected to the internet, to the server, different server, many users. Suppose if we talk about one server, then many users are connected with that one server at a time, one point of time, right? So that server means that system will divide the time amongst all the users so that no one will wait. So all the users can utilize, can get access the information, can access the information whatever they want and whatever they need. So here it comes the role of time sharing operating system. This operating system when installed in such server, then that server will distribute the time among all the users, means it gives all the users fair share of time. Means if suppose as for example 5 users are connected with one server, right, and how it gives the time, it is giving each one of the user 1 second of time, right, in one turn. That means if 5 users are there, then it will give all 5 users 1 second of time in one lot. Then again it will come back to the first user, right, and then again 1 second it will give to all the 5 users consecutively, right. Likewise it gives them time to access or retrieve the information. That is what time sharing operating system is, right. So कोई भी कंप्लेन ना कर सके कि मेरा काम नहीं हुआ, right, और सारे लोगों को fair time मिल रहा है, fair share of time it is giving, and all are doing their task, performing their task, and it happened within microseconds, right. So लगता है कि भैया मेरा काम अभी हुआ, उसका भी काम हो रहा है, सबको टाइम मिल रहा है within microseconds, right. So that is time sharing OS. Again Unix is one of the example, and Genie is also there, one more operating system, right. So these are example of time sharing operating system. Next is real time operating system, which is also known as RTOS. Now how you will make the notes? So read the notes whatever given here and listen to me also what I am telling you, and then combine both of them and write the notes of. First understand, then only you will capable of making notes of. Make it a habit कि सुन रहे हैं, अपना रफली लिख रहे हैं और अपना नोट्स बना ले रहे हैं, बाद में फेयर कर ले रहे हैं. और if any confusion then just ask me, message me or just ask me your queries on NTAP. Then as the name is, it perform in real-time environment. It operates in real-time environment. What that real-time environment is, which happens in a real-time situation. You are playing games, that is real-time environment. Traffic control signal, right, that is real-time environment. Plane ja raha, traffic control, that is real-time environment, right. Weather forecasting is also an example of real-time, right. So in real-time operating system, deadlines will be fixed. Deadline is fixed and we need to complete our task in that given time only. That satellite launching, when we are going to launch the satellite, that there also this system will work, right. Real-time operating system will work somewhere, right, somewhere at some point of time this will also work, real-time operating system, right. So it has a fixed deadline. Air traffic control also, plane जा रहा है Mumbai to Calcutta, Patna to Delhi, that time also to control the air traffic to control the air trafficking, it requires real-time operating system requires, right? So it has a fixed deadline and we need to complete our job within fixed deadline. भैया 10 मिनट के अंदर आपको लैंड करना और सारा कुछ किया हुआ है यहाँ पे, 10 मिनट अंदर किए तो ठीक है, अदरवाइज बम कुछ हो गया, राइट? और नहीं मिला लैंड करने को, सैटेलाइट लॉन्च करना है एंड स्विच ऑन करेंगे, वो इतना सेकंड में ये सारा कुछ होगा, रेडी है, राइट? तो प्रॉपरली we should handle it. So that is real-time operating system. It works in such situation only. Then is multi-processing operating system. What that multi-processing operating system? Here one was multi-program operating system. We already seen, I discussed you about before also, that time also when I was telling you about multi-program OS. Multi-processing operating system, that does not mean that multiple processes where it is running. No, here multi-processing means an operating system which supports more than one processor. That is multi-processing operating system. So multi-processing operating system, that means an operating system which supports multiple processor. Why we use multiple processor? To speed up the processing, right? So in a computer there are two or more than two processor will be there, right? And then we need multi-processing operating system to handle the processor, to speed up the processing, right? In weather forecasting, in a satellite also, right, it is used, this multi-processing operating system is used. Again the example is Unix and Linux plus Windows NT. Now students often ask that what is the full form of NT, what is the meaning of NT? So here NT means new technology. When it is launched, then the extension is given here for NT. It is launched in 93, right? It supports multi-processor, and the full form of NT is new technology. That's it, not more than that, right? So that what multi-processing. Then is last one, distributed OS, an operating system. Distributed OS means which is distributed all over the world, right? That is distributed OS. Why distributed? Because of the main distributed OS definition is that an OS which share its load with multiple servers. An OS which share its loads with multiple servers, right? So on internet only one server is not working, right? One server is not there, there are many servers and they all are connected with each other. So suppose I am asking for some information to the server, and if information is not there on that server, then that server will retrieve the information from other server. It starts searching in some other server for the information which I or you asked, right? So there are operating system which is distributed in a that is distributed, that means which is sharing their loads with other servers, so that if information is not there, सारा डेटा उसी जगह पे नहीं है, but वो अगर ऐसा सिचुएशन टाइम आए, right, then it retrieve the information from other server. That is what distributed operating system is all about. So it is actually decentralized architecture. So it is decentralized architecture, right? That means user can get the information from anywhere. So all these operating systems are according to the jobs they perform, based on their methods of performance, methods of processing, right? Next, operating system based on types of interfaces. Next category is operating system based on types of interfaces. So interface gives us a platform to communicate. If someone asks you what is interface in computer system, so interface gives us platform to interact. with each other. That is what interface is. So here in computer system, when we are talking about interface, that means interface which let you communicate with the system, or let you communicate with the hardware of the system, right? That means user and hardware of the system. That's what interface is. It giving us platform. That means operating system is coming in between both of us. इंटरप्रीटर है, वो इंटरप्रेट कर रहा है, हम लोगों को कम्युनिकेट करा रहा है, मिला रहा है, राइट? दैट इज व्हाट इंटरफेस इज. So according to the types of interface, there are two types of operating system: CLI and interactive operating system. See here it is command CLI. CLI means command line interface and interactive operating system interface. We can say that also interactive operating system. What is the difference between these two? One is command line interface where we need to give commands only. DOS, MS-DOS, that is command line interface. Linux is also both command line also and window based also. So command line interface where we need to give command only. Next is interactive operating system. Interactive operating system, that means it gives us interactive platform to communicate with the system. That is interactive operating system. Again, there are two subcategories of interactive operating system. And through interactive operating system, it become easy for us to communicate with the computer system. Why? Because you no need to remember the commands. Whereas you need to remember the commands in CLI, command line interface, or that is also known as CUI, command user interface, where you need to give the commands every time. So you need to remember the commands like DOS commands, right? सारा याद रखना. So help mode में जाकर फिर you retrieve the commands अगर नहीं आ पा रहा है तो, right? So that becomes little tedious, difficult for us. But here interactive में it become interactive for us. Everything is available on the desktop only, right? So which will become easy for us to communicate with the system. So again, it has two subcategories. First one is GUI, graphical user interface. Here it is GUI. You may be heard this or learned about also in your previous class. Graphical user interface and touch screen interface, which is also known as post WIMP interface, and graphic user interface known as WIMP interface. WIMP, Windows icon, menu and pointer. Windows, it is window based. Icon, it contains icons. Here you can see icons, ये icons, ये icons, ये icons, all these are icons. ये यार PDF है, ये यार Chrome का फाइल है, ये अरे Word का फाइल है, PDF है यार. This is what it is. Icon, Windows icons, menus. यार menus यहाँ पर tools में चले गए, अरे ये वापस आ गए टैब पे, home पे चले गए. Menus and pointer. This is pointer. This is pointer. Palm is appearing now. Here see this arrow head, right? So this is pointer. So GUI is known as WIMP, Windows icon, menu and pointer, and touchscreen known as post WIMP interface. Let's talk about GUI interface first. So after command line interface, it is developed GUI interface which supported graphics and gives us Windows, Macintosh also, Mac operating system. It provides us graphical interface and allow us access the system by the help of mouse, menu, windows, right, in the form of which we can start accessing from the mouse. And before that we were using keyboard only, but when it invented, then we start using mouse or trackball. And also it contains Windows icons, menu and pointer, which gives us convenient and easy to handle the system. But it require much more RAM as compared to command line interface, operating system, right? And it was first created by Xerox in 73, right? Xerox, Xerox company in 73, right? And further it was developed by Apple on their Mac operating system. So that is a graphical user interface. Touch screen interface, we by the help of our finger we touch the screen and it works like ATM machine. It happens in modern car dashboard, it happens, right? In mobile phone, our what PDA, right? All we just by the help of our finger we touch the screen and operate the system. So when we touch the screen by our fingertips, then there are no pointers. Where is that pointers? No pointers, right? Due to sensitivity of the touch, it works, right? Now, then key features of touch screen. What are the key features of touch screen interface? It include many gestures of your hand, that is pinching of screen. You pinch the screen, then rotate the screen, swipe the screen, right? All these are, and many more you better know that what are the different slides also, slides the screen also, right? All these are zoom in and zoom out also, like enlarge the picture also, zoom in and zoom out also. All these are features of, right, of touch screen. An example of such operating systems are Windows 10, Windows 10, yes, Android, above all Android, iOS, all these are, right? So that's it. Now one, I want to give you one assignment. I am giving you assignment along with the video tutorial. So that assignment, with that assignment again I am giving you the guide of the assignment, how to write the assignment in your class or copy. Register size single line copy, you need to write your assignment, right? There are two PDF file I am giving. One that is which instruct you, guide you how to make the assignment, and next is where assignments will be there, right? And that assignment I have selected from the book only. All the question answer you need to do neatly, properly in your class or copy. Only one class or copy, everything you need to do in that class or copy only. कि अगर वो class or, and just keep it safe कि अगर वो class or copy भुला गया, right, then you cannot be able to, then you need to ask your copy. And it sometimes it happens कि छुपा दिए सर नहीं है, no, right? Just keep it safe with you only, and one thick copy. Lab work only you need to do that copy, classwork work also you need to do in that copy only, and all the assignments work you need to do in that single copy only. One register size single line copy, thick one, that's it. So I was talking about assignment. So the next PDF file in which there are assignments given from the books only. So give first after completing this, some of the questions will be there asked which is not finished yet. If it's not finished yet, then wait for to finish the topic. When topic will cover, then attempt those questions, right? And rest of the questions start attempting, and make one solid and notes, neat and clean notes of. One more assignment I am giving you, third one. Verbally I am telling you that assignment, that one question is there here, it is given, which is all WIMPs are GUIs. The reverse is not true. Explain. That means how all WIMPs are GUI, but the reverse is not true. That means all GUIs are not WIMPs. How? Explain it. Right. That's all for today lesson. I hope you will do your assignment properly, and whenever the school will open, you will show it to me and make me happy. Right. So all the very best, and be safe. Thank you.